My name is Chia Srivat. You can call me Srivat. I start my first job with Google 2006, and today I am the Secretary General of Digital Government Committee after my former job as a regional director from Microsoft. You can consider me as the government CDO, where every ministry has the CDO of each ministry and they work as my arm. So in my territory, I'm responsible to do the digital transformation for the whole country, include 36 government agencies and 25 provinces in Cambodia. So let me share you a little bit of the history why we start doing this job. So it means that until today, in our country, we don't have digital ID yet, which make us very difficult for the digital transformation in Cambodia, because it's responsible between MEF, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Interior, and MBEC. So when three ministries join together to do the KDG key, there's a lot of blocking issue. So our citizen digital literacy is not quite good. So what we need to do is bring trust to our citizen in the digital world. This is the reason that we start a platform called VERIFY.GOV.KH. This platform will answer to one question: how the government can bring the value of the digital copy have the same value as the physical copy with the physical stamp. So we brought up this framework. What does it mean? It means that every document that put in this framework can use into two forms. The first form is the physical form. It means that you can do the copy or you can print it out and you can use it legally everywhere. The second form is you just store it in your phone and you can use it legally. You talk about use case. It means that today, when you finish high school, you receive one high school certificate, the original one, only one copy. And if you need to use it, you need to do different copy and you need to do the notarization. Notarization takes a lot of time and take a lot of money, and sometimes you have to travel around a lot. But with this document verification platform, on now, the term that we use is verify credential. You can use those certificates by put it in your phone or just print it out or photocopy, and you can legally use it. So this framework make the original document become obsolete. The second use case that I would like to point out is that today our Cambodian citizen, when we travel, you need to bring three original documents minimum. First, your national ID card. Second is your driving license. Third is your car license. If the police stop you, you don't have these three documents, you are in danger, like you will be fined. You cannot use the photocopy version of this document. You must have the original document. But if you lose the document, you are in a big panic. But when we put those documents on our verification platform, when you travel, you don't need to bring those original documents anymore. You have two choices. You can keep those documents in your phone. I mean, take a picture, keep it in your phone. When you meet the police, show the police. Police can scan it, verify the authenticity of document, or you just copy or print out, put in your car drawer on a normal paper. Show the police whenever you want. So this is how we bring trust from our citizens to our government by killing all the bureaucracy from the government and make the original document value become obsolete. We have different digital solutions in Cambodia, but I could say VERIFY.GOV.KH is the most successful use case in this country. So, we spend a lot of effort, and finally, this solution become the national verification platform. As I share to you, it can use into two modes, like physical form and digital form. So how this impact our public service? Since 10 years, we try to do digital transformation in our public service. We have tried to do, the application for public service modernization, public delivery. But the funny part is that you have to submit the original document after you request the public service first, because there's no authenticity of document. Second, after they deliver the result, you have to travel to get the result. With this document verification platform, you don't have to travel to get the result from the public service. And the result from public service with this document, you can submit it back to the government public service delivery platform. So what does it mean? It means that this platform allows you to request digitally and receive digitally. As a result, today, 100% of the public university in Cambodia adopt this platform. 50% of the private university in Cambodia adopt to this platform. 15 government agency in Cambodia adopt to this platform as well. So what does it mean? It means that during my generation, when I got the diploma and I got a scholarship outside Cambodia, I had to go around to do the legalization or notarization. But today, it's a different story. After you graduate from university, you got your diploma on VERIFY.GOV.KH, you can legally use in the country without problem. We did the integration with Singapore government system. For the university, it allowed us to submit or upload our diploma to their university system, and everything can talk to each other. So today, our Cambodian citizen can bring it to use it outside the country. Another use case of the criminal record. For the worker in Korea, when they got the result from the public service that integrated VERIFY.GOV, they can print it out and use legally in Korea. So when you see this platform, it's not only about digitalization inside the country, but it plays a role as a national gateway, because when we bring our document to other countries, when they scan it, they can see it's on VERIFY.GOV.KH. It means that the authenticity responsible by Cambodian government. To make it simple, we developed one mobile app called VERIFY.GOV.mobile app. But now this platform changed their name to UVC. Why this application changed their name from verification platform to UVC, called Universal Verified Credential? Because we got the request from our friend Lao government, officially request to implement this platform in their country. So from the political perspective, we can see that we can overcome the cross-border barrier with this solution. So we allow this platform to verify document and in Laos and in Cambodia. So what does it mean? It means that every document on VERIFY.GOV.LA can be verified against our UVC application, and everything in Cambodia can verify on this UVC application as well. Fortunately, Timor-Leste joined the game as well. We are going to sign the MOU with Timor-Leste next month. We bring UVC for 3 countries. As a result, we got another MOU with Singapore, and now we are discussing with Singapore to join this game as well. So we will have 4 countries using this UVC app. So what does it mean? It means that between these 4 countries, you can travel document across the border, which make everything easy. You don't need to do the MOU for each document, which is the traditional practice. As long as the document can be verified by UVC, it means it is legally accepted. And since we used to go through the pain from developing the digital application, we make this solution shareable as well. So what does it mean? It means that we don't do it open source only, because we think open source is not enough. We make it shareable, like use case in Laos and Timor-Leste. Any country that would like to have this solution can talk to us. We will bring this solution to their country, customize, make it work for their country, and we provide all the source code, which I call the shareable solution. Hope other countries can join us, because digitalization in Asia used to be on the table for 5 years, and until today, we don't have a single platform to do anything yet. But this platform, we can move forward. So with the comment from the Singapore team, they told me that this is like a snowball. Now we got 4 countries joined together. Later on, if other countries join us, the snowball become bigger and bigger. And hope this framework can bring Asian as a whole. So let me walk you through the history a bit of our digitalization journey. So Cambodian government start digitalization since year 2000 with one organization called NIDA. NIDA tried to do the application for every ministry and connectivity in Cambodia. NIDA spent hundreds of millions US dollars. As a result, after 10 years, none of the application is used by the ministry. I mean, the ministry doesn't join the game with NIDA. So we lose hundreds of millions of US dollars. Why? Because, while NIDA is doing the application, other ministry did not join the game. So when NIDA finishes it, they don't join the force to use it either. After this experience, NIDA moved to the ministry called MPDC in 2013. And NIDA promised themselves, that the team from NIDA, that they are not going to do the application for other ministry anymore. Because if they don't join the game while developing, they will not use it either. So MPDC focused only on creating the framework, legal framework and policy. As a result, nothing happens either. So until one day, we got a phone call. There's a phone call from a businesswoman from Japan, ring our Prime Minister, and tell our Prime Minister that she tries many months to set up a business in Cambodia through the platform, and nothing's worked. And then the Prime Minister got very angry and ring the Deputy Prime Minister from Ministry of Finance and tell him to solve the problem regardless to any consequence. They can fire any minister in Cambodia just to get the job done. So MEF did something good in this area, but not quite, like country-wide solution. So when I start a job, I start my first job with the government when I do the Stop COVID in year 2019 during the COVID crisis. While I am working for Microsoft as Microsoft employee, but the application successfully rolled out. Within 1 week, we can roll out to 1.5 million of citizens, which make everyone believe that even digital literacy in Cambodia is low, but we can adapt to the solution. And later on, the Prime Minister assigned me to control technology and data in Cambodia while I am working for US. Then there's a big question from the government, like, why the government allow one guy who is US employee control our technology and data in Cambodia? So this is the reason that I moved to the government. So when I joined the government, I tried to learn from the history and see what I can do for this country. The first lesson is that you cannot touch the money from each ministry and do the job for them. They will be not happy. Second, that you cannot let everyone do the job and you don't do anything. It will not work either. So we take the hybrid approach. Is that we do the horizontal solution and lead by technology. So what does it mean, horizontal solution? It means that when you develop application, you talk about 100 components from 1 to 100. Every application has the common module or common feature that use all the time in every application, like the log on, document verification, document store. There's a lot of things inside, send SMS and everything. So we start our digital government, and I am the Secretary General, and I go to every ministry to explain that, okay, I come here not to control your budget or take out your work, but I come here as the enabler to help you successful in developing digital transformation in your ministry. You can get more money and you can get more reputation, but I will play a role as the enabler by providing you more tools. So this is the reason that we create VERIFY.GOV.KH. It means that after they do the whole process in digital transformation, they can put result on Verify and no need to worry. And we did develop more application for them. First, they don't understand what is horizontal solution, but today everyone they understand it very well, and they are very happy to use it. But there's a lot of challenge as well when after we finish our horizontal solution and we start to deploy to each ministry. So we start to create DTU for each ministry that they can join to us, digital transformation unit that handled by one CDO of each ministry. First, when they start creating this DTU, they asked me a question. They said, will we have more salary when we can add the DTU? I said, yes, you have it. As a result, they bring all their family and their relative in the DTU. So DTU is not work out. So we start another approach, is that we sign the MOU for each ministry and we do 5 things. First, we provide them the connectivity, build them the infrastructure, but we ask them to assign the people responsible for this infrastructure after the handover. And then they try to dig out all the people in their ministry, the good people to join the game. So those people is the real DTU that we need. After we know the people, we provide the material, the hardware. We provide them the laptop. So then they can take their infrastructure. We provide them the training to those DTU team. After that, we ask them who are the relative stakeholders. We provide the training to those stakeholders as well. And finally, we teach them how to use our horizontal solution for their ministry. So as a result, our horizontal solution deploy very well in every ministry. That's why you can see now Verify integrated in many ministry, but Verify is just 1/10 of our digital government product or horizontal product. So Verify is the first product that we deploy, and we make it shareable to the world. But we got another 9 products in the row, and we are going to roll out later next year. Absolutely, yes. I can confirm that digital public infrastructure approach works better than the traditional approach that used to apply around the world and in Cambodia. You see the experience from NIDA. NIDA is created, and then they try to do application for every ministry. Under the failed with the experience, they decide to do the legal, policy, compliance, and let every ministry do the job. As a result, nothing happened. So DPI approach is a hybrid approach that allows the headquarters like us, Digital Government Committee, to lead by technology. So the question is that, from our perspective, why DPI approach is very important. First, you talk about the standard and the quality of the system. You cannot expect every ministry bring the good standard and quality for the system that they develop, because they got the limited resource, limited knowledge to select the supplier. Even you issue the compliance, it doesn't have that much. But if you put your hand very dirty, deep into their ministry, they will be very unhappy with you. So how to solve this problem? DPI or common system is the only approach to solve this problem, because when they develop one application, you got one-to-one component. when you put all of your components there, let's say you can put 40% of the DPI into that solution. It means that the solution that are deployed in that ministry is controlled by our DPI. First, it saves the government money. Second, you can integrate with the standard by technology approach because it's stuck inside. Third, for the cyber security, you can help them a lot. Why you can help them a lot from cyber security perspective? Because let's say now our digital government, we got 10 common system. You categorize still 4 DPI. We put our defender line, for every product. So it means if anything happen to those horizontal solutions, we are aware of the problem and we take action immediately. This is the impossible mission for each ministry. They don't have the budget to do that. But we, as the government digital transformation headquarters, we have ability to do this job. And even our compliance for the security check, we do twice a year. On the 6 months, we do the internal pen test. On the month number 12, we do with the big four like Deloitte, PwC, KPMG, EY. So the core solution, which is the horizontal solution, it is really secure. And when any problem happen in their system, even they are not aware, and it affect our horizontal solution, we are aware and we tell that immediately. So now, a lot of ministries understand the value of using the horizontal solution from the headquarters of the government, which help them from the speed and cybersecurity, and we can bring the seamless experience to our citizens. Because when the horizontal solution inject to those ministry application, we can bring the similar or the harmonization experience to our citizens, that they can see every ministry look the same. They don't have to learn. Like, I could say one thing. Last time, every ministry, they got 10 applications, like at MPDC, just to verify the authenticity of document. Every time they add one application, they put one QR code. But now, the whole country use only one single application to verify the authenticity of document called VERIFY.GOV, which is on blockchain, AI, and hybrid cloud, very secure. So, the government save the money, more cyber security, and we got defender team. So, as I mentioned before, public service delivery in Cambodia, we tried to do for 10 years, but it's not really effective. So what they do is like this. They try to create the application that allow the citizen to use the digital application instead of the hard copy. So from the return on investment perspective, not many citizens join the game. I will tell you why. Because the citizen will join the game as long as it benefits them. It saves the time. But if it doesn't save the time, save a little bit of time, and they have to learn new things, they will not join the game. That's the way it works in the digital transformation. So what the government used to try to do is that instead of the citizen fill in the normal paper application, they let the citizen fill in the computer. So many citizens did not join because they had to learn new things, they had to do the thing, and they need to travel. Why? Because all documents that they submit to the government cannot submit through a system. They can submit through a system. It helps them to make sure all document is enough, but they still come to the kiosk to show the original document, and the government had to verify the original document and what they submit in the system to make sure everything is authentic. That is the first thing when they submit the document. Second, after the government agree on everything, they deliver the results. The citizen can know when the result is delivered. It's better than before. Before, they don't know when result is delivered, have to ring the phone and everything. But now they can see the system that, okay, result is delivered, but they have to come to the counter to get the result. After they get the result, they cannot use it. Why you cannot use it? Because the government will give you one original copy. If you would like to have more copy, you have to spend more money. So when you bring the original copy, you have to keep it. You cannot use it. You use it, you lose it. You have to request again. So what you need to do, you need to bring those original copy to do the notarization in other place in the government department. So it means you got the result from that service, but you cannot use it for other stuff. So it makes the whole process very painful. When verified charge again, it solved the whole problem from beginning to end. First, the service can deliver digitally. It means the citizen can get the result and use it straight away without notarization. And they can use into two forms. Digital form, or just print it and use it without notarization, because it's easy to verify the authenticity. Second, next time when they request for public service, if the required document has verified on the document, they used to have document that had verified on it, they can submit it digitally. And the system can automatically read the certificate and provide the result. Some of the public service, request digitally and receive the result digitally immediately. So it changed the landscape how the public service is delivered. Third, after they got the result, they can keep it somewhere as they're the digital assets. And they are not worried about the losing document anymore, because the value of original document become obsolete with this platform. So it means digital mode, photocopy mode, original mode has the same value. This is for VERIFY.GOV.KH. But we are not stopping here, because this one just for the public service delivery. Another question is that when other ministries develop the system for public service delivery, what can we help them in order for them to make the public service delivery system can develop faster and more secure? So we release other digital government solution like form.go.kh. It means that it's similar to Google Form. You can drag and drop, but you can do program. It's more than the Google Form for the interface. And we got the workflow automation. Flow.go.kh is like the business process automation at the back. So after you submit the result, you would like to inform the user by Telegram, by SMS, put in database, manipulate the data, send for approval from this party or this party. This can be done with the drag and drop. So put the form and workflow automation together, you can simply deliver a public service system, a small one. And we got another horizontal solution called Rachana. Rachana is a design system that allows you to pick up all the design components in the government, put together, make the system look better. Another horizontal solution is data center, which is hybrid cloud. Okay, you don't have the place to put it, put on the digital government data center. Another horizontal solution that we provide is DIX, domestic internet exchange, that allow you to put your server, your system in the data center, and the whole country can consume a public service from this server without having to go to internet, because it's the domestic internet exchange, like a local loop, like the country land. So provide the best bit, and the DDoS cannot kill him. Because normally, if you have to use internet, in Cambodia you have to go through Vietnam first, go through Thailand first, and come back to Cambodia. And if there's a DDoS at the border, when we go out through the submarine cable, it affects our service, and we have to spend a lot of money. With this configuration, I could say for the public service, we reduce the internet fee up to 80%. So this is the component we are building, and some is ready to use for our citizen. From my perspective, we are planning to build a total of 40 items in our digital public product for Cambodia. And anything we can make it shareable to the world, we will make it shareable. The first part that I will answer is like why they should adopt the DPI approach. The second part that I will answer is if they want DPI, what should they do? And what we can help. Because it's the challenge that Cambodia goes through. I don't want other country to go through this challenge. To begin with, as the person who responsible for the digital transformation for the whole country, we need to answer too many questions from our experience. First, you cannot do the application for every ministry. Second, you cannot let them do it. How to make it good? The only way is DPI. Why you need to do it? The first point is this is the only way that you can help every ministry without touching their technology and their budget. You make them happy. So if you go and grab their money, it will ban you from the gate. You cannot get into their ministry. That is normal way. Second, how you can make sure every ministry they develop the application, but your citizen got the same experience across all ministry. DPI is the solution. Third, you don't know the quality of every developer in the ministry. You don't touch their procurement process. You don't make the standard. You don't control their system. How you can prevent the system from cyber attack? You must have the DPI to help them. Fourth, how you keep everything sustained? Because the budget for every ministry got for this year, next year doesn't have the budget. So what is the problem here? Let's say today I create a license for the IT company in Cambodia and I can request the government for the budget. And this program will happen for 1 year only. Let's say we provide the license for this area and the program happens this year and we issue the certificate to those agencies. And we put one QR code on the top of the certificate to check the authenticity. But the question is that when we shut down this project, what happened to those certificates? Can they still verify it? The answer is no. There are many certificates in Cambodia got a QR code and we cannot verify because the project is gone. They don't have money to pay for the server. So this is a big problem that we create. Many schools, when they create it, they got initiative to do certificate with the QR code. But when they don't have enough budget, they kill the IT team. They don't maintain the system anymore. So there are many certificates that got a QR code, but when you scan, it doesn't work. So you got a DPI, like Verify, it helps you a lot for the sustainability. And when you got a DPI, it's the way that can help you to make the lead. You can show them, you can talk to them, you can give them the example and drag their hand to do the job. And it's easy to support everyone. It's easy to maintain everyone. And it's easy to understand if anything happens in your country without talking to their team, without controlling their budget, without controlling their technology. So I could say the DPI approach is really a good approach. The second part is, if any country they would like to have it, what should they do? I can see nowadays there is a lot of initiative in the world that put the solution into open source. But for me, it's not enough. Why? Because I started my first job in the government 2022 as a Secretary General. So when I go to join the workshop in other country, I see a good solution from one country is the goal. And I want it. And I ask them. Some countries don't share to you. Many countries don't share to you. Some countries, they are generous and they tell you that we got open source for that. But open source is not enough. You should make the solution shareable. Shareable is more than open source. You should help them to make it work for their country. This is how Cambodia work on Verify. And we got support from UNDP as well. UNDP tell us that if we go to Timor-Leste to deploy this solution, they will have the budget for us. For me, the budget is something to help us, but it's not our main goal. Our main goal is that everyone, when they try to do digital transformation in the country, everyone face the same problem. So you should not reinvent the wheel. But the question is that how those countries make the wheel shareable for other countries. So the world doesn't have to spend money to do the same thing. So I think the decision maker should adopt the DPI approach, and the country that has the DPI should make it shareable to the world, so we can bring the digital transformation faster in the world, especially for the poor country that doesn't have enough budget to take it from the vendor. And it's not a good thing when you rely on a solution with the vendor. It's vendor lock. But if the solution is shareable from other government, you feel better. And this is the case for the poor country. The poor country need that because they don't have the R&D in their town. I would suggest all the countries that has the good DPI should consider to make it shareable for other countries, so that we don't need to reinvent the wheel. Even Cambodia is a small country, but we try our best to make our solution shareable. Verify is the first solution, and now we got other 9 solutions in a row to do this. Thank you very much.